Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another issue of Words with Nerds, issue 64. That's right, it's your favorite nerds with those words. It's the Triple S crew themselves. You got me, Sundance Kid himself, aka DJ.
Yeah, me, Slick the Vic Rodriguez.
And what's up, guys? It's Space Case. We got another one for you this week. Welcome back. This week looks a lot like last week. We got a awesome topic with some nostalgic feels and some modern mayhem and all sorts of other words that start with the same letter.
I'm like, where are you
and then
going?
again, I don't even know. This is just how I roll. I just wing it. I'm just winging it. And speaking of winging it, I'm going to throw it over to DJ because it is your week, my dude. So why don't you let the people know what's going on?
So, if you can't see this little tattoo here, we're going to be talking about Disney films.
Tiger.
Specifically, our son of
Tiger King.
Talking
Specifically-
about the cat family.
That's right. We're going to be talking about tigers, jaguars, poachers. No, we're going to be doing the top 10 Disney animated films of individually our choices, and then we'll ultimately, like our last episode, choose a top 10 that we can, all three of us, agree on. But we'll see it soon. But let me pass it off to Slick Vic over there, and we'll see what's popping with him.
So, speaking of the last episode, shout out to my buddy, my friend David, who watched it and he liked it. He did voice something that someone at my work very aggressively told to me, I work with this kid, good guy, Brendan. I shit you not, loves Pixar. He's gonna watch this one because he's a Disney fan as well, but he watched the Pixar one.
That's so cool.
We paused it on the list and he looked at it because he's like, because he said our picks from 10 to 6 were respectable. He's like, they're respectable. I understand. He understands it. He does not agree with it.
It's okay.
But he understands it. And then number 1, he understands it, does not agree with it, but he understands it and respects it. And then he proceeds to be like, but what the fuck is going on with your 1 through 5? What the shit is this? And he
doesn't agree?
Dude, did not agree. Just angrily at
man.
I was laughing.
Damn.
I'm just like, oh my god, can I talk about this? And he's like, of course you can. He's just like, the disrespect that you gave to the studios with your 1 through 5. He's like, 1 was respectable. I appreciate it. But 1 through 5, that lineup, he's like, you did not, because his thing was like, Toy Story 2 is the far superior Toy Story. And I'm like, hey, you're preaching to the choir here, man. I was
ass. No, it wasn't.
I was in agreement with putting like Toy Story 3 up top, and he's like, see, I would have picked that. And then we were talking about Inside Out, which was really funny. It was really funny because we were talking about that. I'm like, that movie kept making the list, and I didn't understand it. And he's just like, well, when did you see it? And he's like, I watched it when I was 11. I was going through puberty. And I'm like, dude, you're like, I'm 32. Like, when you were 11, I was already in my 20s. I could not agree with this. Like,
how old is this fucking dude?
Right.
He's a senior in high school, so he's going to be 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
so
fine.
That's his
That's
this
younger
is
generation shit.
This is the beautiful thing about it is we kind of looked at those 5 sources and they were all over the place in our opinion. We're like, what the hell? They changed with every single time I clicked the mouse and revealed a new list. It was so different than the last one. And then we do our own and it's completely different again. So I think it's all just a matter of perspective, age group, and just how it made you feel.
Exactly. With this list.
Which is cool, man. Everyone's got their own opinion, but I do appreciate him watching and giving feedback, and because that's exactly why I do these kinds of things. I don't know about you guys, but I love kind of sharing our opinions with stuff and then hearing other people's perspectives on things that we absolutely love, because that's just a conversation starter at the end of the day, which is awesome.
Next time I'm gonna, because so he has a list. Like, he had a list. And I told him, please send it to me, but he hasn't sent it to me.
He made his own list, dude. Hell yeah.
He had his own list.
Why don't you just tell him to put it in the comments?
So I'm going to tell him that, I'm going to be like, hey,
put
watch
it in the comments.
Shout out to Brendan, man.
Yeah,
what a cool dude.
He's so funny. Like, it was the funniest thing to watch his
Hope you're having a good senior year.
Yeah.
Mine was trash. 20 years ago.
Yeah, I was about to say it's about 20 years ago, but it was so funny. I forgot what his like top pick was. I didn't mention Cars because but the moment he was like going through our list, he's like out, 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 out. He's like none of these, none of these. He's like you didn't put The Incredibles on like the top or like closer to the top, and I'm just like fair enough.
This is generational. That's where
Generation,
the divide is.
generational divide. Yeah,
I feel like
generational
that,
divide.
and I'm so worried about this one because he's dude. Like homie should have a Disney tattoo like right across his chest. So
his
like,
middle name is Walt.
No, his middle name is like Seamus, but like
Seamus.
He's very Irish.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
So
wow, racist. Okay.
His name is Brent. He even told me he's like, I'm very Irish. I'm just like, I can tell. He is gonna watch this one, and I'm so worried because I'm just like, oh my god, he's gonna judge the shit out of my list.
One of our list. I'm totally looking forward to it.
Listen, I was excited to get cracking in this one, but now I'm even more excited because I know there's probably other people like Brendan out there who saw that episode and they're like, "What the fuck?" And there's other people out there probably like, "Yeah,
I respect
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree."
I did
now
like
we're about to do it all over again and get some probably piss off the people that agree with us last week, and hopefully get the people to agree with us that we pissed off last week.
Shout out B, please give me more fucking more bits for the show because that was the funniest thing. All right, but I'll end that with the shout out and pass it over back to DJ here.
Well, you know,
actually, I'm gonna intercept the ball here. I apologize.
Oh, hey, do you think steal it?
Poor hosting on my behalf, but I just want to kind of lay the groundwork here. So last week we did 5 reviews of different like credible sources in our opinions, people that review movies and TV shows often. Basically, we're doing the same thing, but there are so many Disney movies that we had to break it down according to animated Disney movies, right, DJ? That's kind of how you wanted to do things?
I mean, there were just so many live action and animated together, so we just kept it strictly animated.
Cool, yeah. So, and to go ahead and get another 5 sources and do that all over again, they're going to be all over the place. So, we kind of did it a little different here. We broke it down per host. So we got DJ's favorite, Victor's favorite, and my favorite top 10. And we're going to go through them, talk about them, and then collectively make a rank. And we're probably going to beef it out at the end. I guarantee it. We have such contrasting picks. I'm so excited. You want to kick us off, DJ?
Yeah, I mean, let's get into it. I mean, reveal that top 10 for me, Space Case.
There you go, boy.
So, yeah, I mean, if you can't tell, if you could tell by the tattoo that's on my fucking arm, Lion King was obviously going to be number 1. I did not struggle with this list at all. I didn't struggle with the ranking. I didn't struggle with the choices. I was very content with this list from top to bottom. And anybody that knows me probably is surprised by Fantasia because I never fucking talk about this movie ever. I will quote all of the lines from all of those other 9 movies. I will sing any of the songs from those, but Fantasia I don't talk about. I've watched it maybe like 30 times. So I think I've watched that movie almost more than Lion King. So
I'm not surprised by the first 5. The first 5 great movies.
Scream DJ, yeah.
What's up with so Oliver and Company? Explain why that made the list.
Stop. Why should I worry? I'm a huge I love soundtracks in general for movies. I feel like they can make or break a movie. If you haven't seen any of our other issues, I frequently point that out. But I especially love Oliver and Company strictly off of Billy Joel singing "Why Should I Worry." I love Billy Joel. Like Billy Joel is the shit to me.
Dude, Green Day is awesome.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Boy, let's get this backhand. No, but Billy Joel kind of made that soundtrack. I don't know if that song won an award or not, but it was. The animation. So I think everybody knows this, but Disney had like a head animator I think back in the 80s and early 90s, and they like split away from each other. So that animation looks a little different. Like in Oliver and Company, it looks a little bit more gritty and a little bit more real.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if you've ever seen Plague Dogs or what's the rabbit movie where like it's hella violent, but it's supposed to be a kids movie?
Oh, Roger Rabbit.
No, Waterfront Down or Watership Down or something like that.
Black
They're
Hawk
like,
Down.
we'll get there. Anyways, the point is that they made like hyper realistic type of animation, and Walt wasn't fucking with it, so he was like, beat it. And so they made like their own company, and eventually they went out of business. This was like one of those movies where they made in collaboration, and it just kind of has like this slicker feel to it, especially New York and the dogs and everything. I love dogs, so I just always love Oliver and Company, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's just one of my favorites.
Dude, it's a cute one for sure. What else is on this list? Hold on, let me go back to this. So Mulan, Oliver, Hercules,
Bob
Fantasia.
Mulan, fam.
Yeah, I think for me personally, I'm most surprised about Oliver and Company and Fantasia. Not that I disagree, but I'm just knowing you as a person, I am surprised for Fantasia. You're right, and Oliver and Company, super cute. It's definitely your cute side's coming out.
My cutie side. I would say Fantasia, also because they take a lot of things from Fantasia and they incorporated it into like the first Kingdom Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mickey,
Oh.
like Mickey being like in like
We know you love
Merlin,
Kingdom Hearts.
the wizard, and the Goliath.
Mm-hmm.
Like that soundtrack and everything. He's a boss in Kingdom Hearts, like one of the last few bosses. It's just so cool and I love it. And it's so old. It's like so old timey, but for some reason it's still you can turn it on today and it would still be fun.
Absolutely.
So,
I think it stands the test of time. Like when I hear Fantasia, I know it came out a long time ago,
Mhm.
but it doesn't like if I watch it, it doesn't feel like it
It
came
really
out.
doesn't.
It feels like it could be coming out at any generation. Maybe the animation style maybe kind of reveals that, but
It's
if I were a blind man,
it's due to the music.
would have no idea.
Yeah. The music for the most part is the dialogue.
Yeah, so it's due to the music. They purposely did that because the music, you can listen to the music and you can feel those emotions at the time, and just throwing in the animations like wonderful. And I like how if you pay attention to certain other mediums, you will see the Fantasia reference, like you were talking about, like not Kingdom Hearts. The first Fantasia reference that I got when I was younger was Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Because the hippos are in there.
Yeah.
The hippo, like some of the animals.
Yeah.
And then the brooms are like sweeping in the background, and you
Yeah.
just hear him make a comment. He's like, "Yeah, I got the Fantasia cast for pennies on the dollar. Walt didn't want it." And I'm just like, "Holy shit, that's awesome!"
Who Framed Roger Rabbit was iconic.
Dude, what a great movie that is.
Absolutely.
Cool, man. Yeah, awesome start. I think. Anything else before we move on?
Just that not enough people recognize Atlantis: The Lost Empire just because it didn't have a fucking soundtrack.
Seriously, Atlantis could be a sleeper. Let's see.
Amazing. Yeah.
Victor, let's check out your picks.
Let's go.
So here's Victor's list. Boom. No Atlantis, but some similarities. We got some new movies.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So Hercules was like the first movie that I loved it. It was one of the first movies that I saw when I was a kid that I'm just like, holy crap, like it's a male lead finally in a Disney animated film for me that I kind of like a lot. Like I love Aladdin, but Aladdin did share a lot of screen time with Jasmine. So Hercules was that movie that I remember just seeing as a kid being like, I love this. I love the soundtrack. The muses were the shit in that movie. Like I thought that was amazing. And then The Emperor's New Groove. Who doesn't love that movie?
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't quote that movie on a daily?
So it's like that's so much comedic gold in there.
Yeah. I don't know. My list is my personality, man. If you have any questions, ask away, I guess.
Yeah, no, I can definitely kind of see your personality in here, especially Emperor's New Groove, Lilo and Stitch, Tangled, Wreck-It Ralph. Like, actually, I was just saying in the green room, that I just watched The Great Mouse Detective for the first time, and it was an awesome movie. Might have put it on my top 10, might have not, who knows? But yeah, I think this is a solid list. Also, both really solid lists. I do see one similarity, which is number 4, Treasure Planet, which again, along with The Great Mouse Detective, this is one of the few Disney movies I've never seen. I'm surprised you guys have it at the exact same rank as your number 4, which is an interesting little piece of information.
Can I dive into it for a second?
Yeah,
of course, man.
So I've always been a big fan of Joseph Gordon-Levitt, actually, since the Third Rock days, since watching him get fucking mutilated in Halloween H2O kind of shit, because like he gets hockey skates to the face. I've always loved that dude. I always thought he was like a really cool actor, and hearing his voice in it, like, dude, it was awesome. It was during that time that Atlantis, not during that time, but it was during that like weird era where Disney made this very unique animation style that they haven't touched on again. I don't know why. They keep everything kind of classic, but they did that very cool, like it's like 3D but not, and
it
visually
was like a transition period where they did like their kind of classic look and then their more modern look. So kind of like the more like Wreck-It Ralph, Tangled, Big Hero 6, those are more modern animated styles, while Treasure Planet came out right before those kinds of things.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like Tarzan, Treasure Planet, Atlantis, Lost Empire. Like they all kind of had that same similar animation style.
Iron Giant.
Iron Giant.
Wait, yes. That's not Disney.
Oh,
no, but it had that animation style that was like as a
like 3D, 2D.
Yeah.
And it was wonderfully done, and the story was just amazing. Like it's obviously like based off Treasure Island and shit like that, but like it was just wonderfully done, and I loved it. I thought it was wonderful. And my dad, he like a lot of these movies I watched with my family, so that's all. I guess we're gonna. So I will say one thing that's probably like a little bit different in my list. I don't know if you guys ranked it really by like. I did rank it by what I enjoy, but honestly, I could interchange them and be like, look, they're all kind of my top ones. Like if you told me like, hey, how would you rank them? It'd be so hard for me to sit down, because I actually have another one that I wanted to throw up there, but I made the list and I'm like, I'm not gonna make fucking Vince change it now. But like,
keep that one in mind, because I do want to do some honorable mentions. Like we gave Cars a shout out last week, because Cars is a great movie. Unfortunately, did not make the top 10.
Yeah.
So maybe we could do a shout out to our honorable mentions towards the end here.
Yeah, for sure.
I will say all these are just like in that thing where I could just swap them out, and I'm like, they're just all wonderful flicks. I'm sure you guys can do the same thing too. Like you will have these rankings, like we all do, but like you can be like, I love Wreck-It Ralph. That's one of the best movies ever. Or I love Mulan. That was one of the best movies ever, and that holds very true. So
yeah, I get it, but like that top 5 for me, that's solid top.
That's
5.
locked in
I'm not
for
gonna
you.
lie. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Mine is still kind
the
of
bottom
like,
half. I could change around, but like the top 5, I can't change it.
Interesting.
Fair enough.
So I'm gonna go ahead and reveal my list, and
I'm about to scrutinize the shit out of
take
this.
it easy on me.
I'm about to analyze this bitch like motherfucker.
I know. So here we go. So
Whoa.
Big Hero 6 to me is my favorite
Respect.
movie. I definitely agree with David here with Atlantis being kind of a sleeper.
Oh yeah.
Similarities here with Hercules with me and Victor. I see it's on David's list also, and Emperor's New Groove being in my top 4.
Boom, baby.
Moving on to like the last 4. Let's talk about Tarzan, Fox and Hound, Peter Pan, Robin Hood. I will fully take responsibility for this one, because I understand that this is probably very subjective to me and me only. The last 3 for sure: Fox and Hound, Peter Pan, Robin Hood. They're all green.
I was gonna say you've got like a very
you've
got a specific color palette going on.
I didn't really. I basically,
there,
took an eyedropper tool and clicked on the primary color of the main picture, and that's what the color came out to be. So that's except for Hunchback, because I didn't want another anyways, so Fox and Hound, Peter Pan, Robin Hood. These are very nostalgic to me. I understand that like they're pretty niche to me. So I'm willing to kind of toss those out as not being in the top 10 immediately. Treasure Planet. Let's talk Treasure Planet. I had never even heard of Treasure Planet until you guys gave me your lists. So I went on Disney Plus. Thank you, DJ, for letting me borrow your account, by the way.
I made you guys a
shout out Broke Life.
I made you guys. Yeah, I made you and Taylor a profile on Disney Plus. So
dude, you're the best.
No, it really was because you guys were fucking on my algorithms though, and so I kept getting shit that like I would never watch.
Oh no!
And I was, but like 8 other people have my Disney Plus.
There's like a million people, yeah.
So I have to frequently make different fucking
profiles for. I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't know if we'll get in trouble for this, but it, like low key, like each of us give out our information to one another.
So yeah, I know Victor uses my HBO. I use David's Disney Plus. I'm sure.
I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm waiting to call in a favor to one of you guys for your streaming services. But yeah, because so far I think we have everything.
I think I'm the only one out of all, like us that has Hulu and Amazon. Do you guys have Amazon?
I have Amazon.
Okay, I got Amazon. So if anyone
the boys kicks up again, we know who to call.
I'm gonna be like, all right, I see who's watching. Yeah,
I'll give you guys that Apple TV. I know that's a rare one, but anyway,
I have Apple TV.
Oh, I have Apple TV too.
No.
Okay. Oh, okay. I guess we all have Apple TV.
All right, let's get back to this. Dude, how many times do I have to tell you?
So, talking Treasure Planet, right? I had never heard of this movie in my life until you guys both put it on, and it was both number 4, like highly ranked too. So I was like, what the heck is this,
dude?
As Taylor, man, I watched the trailer with her, and I was like, why have I never seen this movie before? This is literally, this has my name written all over it.
It does.
So I had already completed my homework, my podcast homework for the week, and I already made all these visuals. So this is me being lazy. I will gladly take Robin Hood out of my top 10, slide Aladdin and down a number, and slide Treasure Planet into my number 5. So let's just all use our imagination here. Treasure Planet is my number 5. Robin Hood's
okay. So is Robin Hood your honorable mention then?
I guess it is, and I'm sorry to kind of tell Victor to F off with his honorable mention, and I got mine here. But yeah, Treasure Planet slaps, dude. So let's take this into phase 4, I guess.
Don't sue us, Disney and Marvel.
So Lion King, I see is unanimous. Hercules is definitely unanimous.
Yep.
Aladdin is on all of our lists. So I think Lion King, Aladdin, Treasure Planet, and Hercules. I mean, those sound like
Tarzan.
Pretty big contenders.
Sorry.
In my opinion. Shut up. Who are we putting at the bottom of the list? We're kicking it off with number 10 here. Who's at the bottom? This is going to be tough. So I'm kind of looking at your guys' lists because I know my bottom is definitely out. I see you guys. So DJ, you have Lion King and Aladdin high up, but Victor has Lion King and Aladdin down low.
I think he has a concussion. I don't understand where the fuck he gets off putting Lion King at the bottom. But
I'm not a fan of Macbeth. Because Lion King's Macbeth.
Oh, really? I'm not a fan of. No, I'm sorry. Okay. No. Go ahead. You're entitled to your opinion.
I will vote Lion King a little higher.
I don't even know where to begin, dude. I kind of want to throw out either
Emperor's New Groove.
Fuck off. Number 10? Number 10?
No, not at number 10. Not at number 10.
I'm looking at both your guys' lists, and I'm seeing Lilo and Stitch once. It's, in my opinion, it's definitely top 10. I'm gonna pitch Lilo and Stitch as number 10.
I can settle for Lilo and Stitch.
Or Wreck-It Ralph.
Either one of those would work. I think either one of those can go to 10 or 9.
What are we thinking? They're
I
both
say-
your picks, Victor.
I'll throw out my 2 cents here. Lilo and Stitch number 10, because like that just holds sentimental value as like, you know, like oh, I watched it when you guys are about to find out some stuff. I watched it when my parents went through a divorce, so it like resonated with me where I'm like, oh, I like this movie because of that. So that's why I enjoy it. But Wreck-It Ralph, I'll give that 9 or even a little bit of a higher spot because that has such a good message of just be the best of who you can be. So I like Wreck-It Ralph. I'll give that the 9 spot. And if you guys have another one where you're like, oh, we should Wreck-It Ralph can go up, I'm down for it. But if we're gonna stick like that, Lilo and Stitch 10, Wreck-It Ralph 9.
Has an awesome message of just fucking wreck it, dude.
And John C. Reilly, dude. Who doesn't like John C. Reilly?
John C. Reilly is a national treasure.
I love John C. Reilly.
He's in the MCU. He is a Nova Corps member. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
Is that Denarzi?
So are we all in agreement that Wreck-It Ralph 9 and Lilo and Stitch number 10?
Yes, sir.
People are screaming at us right now. Like hardcore Lilo and Stitch fans are just yelling at their screens right now. Because I know my mom watches these. My mom loves Lilo and Stitch. I remember back in the day when it came out, because my stepdad is also a huge Elvis fan. So this soundtrack played throughout my house so many times after it came out. They were bumping this shit, getting ready in the morning, everything.
He done or whatever, yeah, but the Hawaiians are again.
So we all agree Wreck-It Ralph number 9, Lilo and Stitch number 10, right?
Yeah.
I'm good with
let's
that.
go back to this list here. Right. What else? So number 8.
I want to give number 8. David, it's on you. I want to give number 8 to Mulan.
Dude, I was just thinking the same.
Mulan? Okay.
Well, I mean, look at our other choices. Like we're gonna
very
have
hard,
trouble
dude.
with top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Top 5
we're
for
all
sure
gonna
is
have
going to be a
trouble
rough one.
So hold on, let me count
yell
here.
at me.
I got so definitely like top 4 is probably, well, let's see, unanimous picks. We got Lion King, Hercules, Aladdin, and is that it? Treasure Planet.
Yeah,
Treasure Planet. Yeah.
So those are definitely in our top 4 probably.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Victor, how is Tarzan not on your list?
Yeah, with the soundtrack, are you nuts, dude?
I get nauseous when I watch the movie because something about legit. Even in the Kingdom Hearts game, playing his level, something about the green shading made me nauseous the whole time watching it. By the way, Brendan sent me his list. He's gonna be pissed off. Like
he's gonna be pissed off that you get nauseous during Tarzan, bro.
No, probably, yeah. Because honestly, he did send me that. It's gonna something about the green, like the shading and all of that. Like it just made me nauseous watching the movie. And then I remember being a kid, and my dad's like, "See, that's what happens to bad guys. It's like they don't get like see, he's hurt." And I'm just like looking, and I'm just like, "That dude's dead." Like I'm like, "That dude's neck's broken." And he's like, "No, he just got hurt." And I'm just like, "He's not moving."
Little did you know.
Death is real.
That's hilarious, dude. I'm sorry that you get sick during Tarzan, but I'm kind of laughing at you.
I'm definitely laughing at you.
Hey, but I appreciate the story.
Not because you get nauseous during Tarzan, but I am kind of getting to the Tarzan point here where I might toss it in.
At
Well,
8?
Like number 7?
As number 8. And I'm sorry for the cat in the background.
Because the cat disagrees. The cat thinks Mulan should go there.
Mulan?
I'm saying it as a person who just got nauseous watching it. I do like it. It just made me nauseous. I will say I did enjoy Tarzan a little more than I did Mulan.
The soundtrack alone, DJ, you're talking about music earlier. The soundtrack alone on Tarzan.
Yeah, I'd put Tarzan at number 7.
Mm-hmm.
And number 7?
Yeah.
And
Mulan 8 and then
Mulan
Tarzan
8.
7.
Okay. I'll roll with you guys.
Let me tell you something. That wasn't regular Phil Collins. That was Genesis, like evolved Phil Collins. They put him in the studio and he was like, "Leave me alone." And then he came out and he
did his
slapped.
thing.
I forgot what it was. I forgot who sent it to me. It was actually recent too, where it's like the meme where it's just like Phil Collins in 1996, where it's just like, "Hey, we just need you to make a soundtrack for Tarzan the movie. Don't go too crazy." No, and it's literally it just cuts to like someone playing the piano that's on fire. It's like I'm just like, all right, that sums it up pretty well.
Honestly, like his career was awesome in many people's eyes, but as a standout moment, you mentioned Phil Collins, and you can't have a conversation about Phil Collins without talking about Tarzan. This is like one of his prime moments in his career was making the Tarzan soundtrack, and I think
Randy Newman,
Randy Newman too,
without Toy Story.
Mm-hmm.
You got a friend.
Yep. So we got one more spot in the bottom 5. I've got a movie in mind, and it hurts me at the core to even mention it. Not even in the top 5.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
I'm about to kamikaze, dude.
Yeah,
because otherwise I'm afraid it's gonna get left in the dust.
Do it.
Don't.
I know what you're gonna say.
I will vote for yours, but you have to vote for mine. Don't do what I know you're gonna try to do.
Do it, dude.
So again, Lion King, Lion King, Treasure Planet, Aladdin, and Hercules, top 4. That leaves
Atlantis. Atlantis is
Atlantis at number 5, but we also haven't even touched on Emperor's New Groove or Big Hero 6.
I'd put Emperor's New Groove at number 6.
Fuck you.
I just said that.
I feel like one of these is gonna get left in the dust by accident.
Nah, both of those are great picks, dude.
Oh, absolutely.
Both of them. I don't want to. All right, I'm just gonna say.
Oh, here he is. He's gonna say it's gonna be in the top 5.
Big Hero 6 is a story about learning to let go and do your thing.
Wait a minute. And are we not going to talk about the fact that we should put Big Hero 6 at number 6?
Dude, but I feel like it deserves so much. It's up to you. I think it's top 5.
I'll put it top 5. Fuck that.
Hold on. I have a proposition here that it has some rearranging to do here in a second. So let me pull up the current rankings that we've got so far. Okay, we've got Tarzan, Mulan, Wreck-It Ralph, Lilo and Stitch. We already know that we only have 6 more spots, right?
Yeah.
We know 4 of those spots are filled up, and we currently have 1 Big Hero 6, Emperor's New Groove, and there was another one in there, right?
Treasure Planet?
No. Okay, maybe this will work. Big Hero 6. So it's between Emperor's New Groove and Big Hero 6?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it was complicated. It's not.
I'm sorry, sir.
No, I'm just overthinking this. I don't want to make the people upset, and I want to have a good blend of all of our top favorites in there as well.
No, please do it because
I'd say all you people that have your own top 10 list, put it in the comments section, and we'll see how much it differs.
Sure.
I got the top 10. I'm gonna talk. I told Brennan I'd say it, so I'd say it. But I can't wait to hear. I can't wait to hear how he broke his computer screen watching us talk about this. I can't wait to be like, he's just gonna send me a bill, and I'm gonna be like, hey, we got to write this off or something because he punched the screen.
So it's interesting because we've got Emperor's New Groove and Big Hero 6. Wait, Atlantis is going to be the last one. Are we not putting Atlantis in here? There's no way.
I thought we were gonna do that. It was Aladdin, Lion King, Treasure Planet,
Hercules.
Wait,
dude, can we?
So that leaves
Atlantis.
three movies and 2 spots open. So that's Emperor's New Groove, Big Hero 6, and Atlantis.
I put Big Hero 6 over Emperor's New Groove, but I would also put Atlantis over Big Hero 6.
Absolutely,
I agree with that. Atlantis for sure. Yeah, that right. Okay, that's a spot.
So again, going back to our list, because we only have space for 2 of those 3 that we mentioned, unless we're going to kick one of them completely out, which I don't think makes sense, right?
Nope.
9, 10. Are we keeping those, or are we kicking them out?
I'd keep those.
I keep those, and I'm saying we do the number 6 that we agreed on right now.
Yep, Big Hero 6.
Big Hero 6. Okay.
I'm sorry, Vinny.
That's
It's a great flick. It's one of my favorite flicks.
It's a wonderful flick.
Honestly, it's a newer
But
Disney movie.
I wouldn't do my boy Kuzco like that. Hey, my producer friend.
So
Can you grab me something from there real quick?
number 5, then we have Emperor's New Groove,
What?
Atlantis,
Can you grab me Kuzco?
Oh, you asked me to grab
Hercules?
something. You didn't tell me what you needed.
Honestly, so here I see Hercules in all 3 of ours, and if you take 3,
Maybe Hercules at 5.
maybe, yeah. So the average of it, right? So 1,
Yeah.
3, and 8. What is that? That's 4. 12 divided by 3. That's 4. So technically, it would make sense for us to put it at 4.
What? Atlantis?
Hercules.
Oh, Hercules. I'd say Atlantis then.
Atlantis. Okay.
Atlantis over Emperor's New Groove. Dude,
Bro,
I'm sorry.
dude.
I'm sorry.
Get back to my
Come
face
on.
right now. But get back to my face.
Yes, sir.
This is a Funko
That's what you had a
soda.
man to get for you.
Yeah, this is a Funko soda. This is 1 out of 1,000 of them. I legit weighed out a bunch of them with
You're
my.
so close to your camera.
Yeah, I know, because I'm angry. Look, let me just fight for my chance.
Yeah,
Emperor's
go
New
ahead.
Groove.
I'm gonna beat it down with a 1 sentence.
Emperor's New Groove. There are still memes about it going through. The humor of it is timeless. Like the whole thing is just beautifully done. John Goodman's in the movie. Like his voice acting work alone was amazing. Like, come on, man. How can you? It's top tier Disney. It's top tier adult comedy Disney that we got to watch as kids.
Right. You ready for this? How many Black Disney princesses are there? My point exactly. You gonna tell me David Spade, John Goodman, who is a legend, but don't fuck with Michael J. Fox, don't fuck with Cree Summer. Come on, fam. What is you doing? Back to the Future, Michael J. Fox? Come on, fam.
Dude,
tearing me
You're
apart.
not-
I don't know
nah.
whose side to.
There's like
such
2
good-
Black
Bruh,
Disney princesses.
how many times
Don't
have-
fuck with me on
how
this.
many times have you sat down and you could just watch a clip of that movie and you will laugh, dude?
I could watch a clip of Atlanta. I can quote more from Lost City of Atlantis than I can from Emperor's New Groove.
I could quote more from it from freaking Emperor's New Groove than I can from Atlantis. Like I can quote "Boom, baby, crunk, pull the lever, wrong lever," and everyone exactly knows who. Yep, everyone exactly knows what I'm talking. All right, fine.
We need a tiebreaker here. We need
It's
a
in the
tiebreaker
5.
here.
I don't care.
God.
I won't be mad. I just wanted to plead my case.
All right,
That's all
then.
I
The
wanna do.
pressure
Then
is
you're the tiebreaker.
so
It's on
real
you,
right
dude.
now.
I don't care. It's
on you.
So I hate this.
You're damn right I pulled the race card.
All right,
Yeah.
you guys both make really good arguments. Both have awesome casts. I think Atlantis is probably the most forgotten about movie,
It is.
and I don't know why, but it's such a good Disney movie that deserves to be among the top movies.
Which it is.
Then you have Emperor's New Groove,
Mhm.
which is just in
Iconic.
and out hilarious.
Mhm.
Again, a really good cast and so memorable on in every scene. I think by a small margin, if I were to pick between the 2, I would probably pick Emperor's New Groove to be a little higher.
Okay, I concede. I've been beaten. That's
And
okay.
look, man, look. So I even put Atlantis above Emperor's New Groove, but Victor
I
does
can
make
see
a good case.
I can see.
You know, there's a reason. Sorry, I keep exposing us. There's a reason why Atlantis is forgotten. I don't know the reason. I love Atlantis, but Emperor's New Groove across the board is way more memorable and more of like a top movie overall. I feel like we're going to upset a few people if we don't put Emperor's New Groove above Atlantis.
I will
So
say,
we put Atlantis number 5 and Emperor's New Groove as number 4.
yeah. Is that all right?
Okay. That was the worst time of my life.
I know. I was looking down, and I'm just like, this bitch is gonna pick Atlanta.
No, dude, that was.
And I'm cool with it. Like, honestly, both flicks were so amazing. If you guys can't tell, I love comedy. Like, I fucking do.
Oh yeah.
Like, bad comedy too, because that's what Emperor's New Groove was. Like, if you pay attention, it was really bad comedy. While Atlantis, on the other hand, was a really serious movie that was really good. And if you watch it, if you made that into a live action, I'd absolutely watch it, because that's one of the only Disney flicks that, like, from that era, that if you translated that to a live action and just based it little bits of it, but kept the main characters and kept like the main plot of it to that, but then changed dialogue, just to accommodate modern time, I feel like that movie would be great, because that concept alone was just amazing.
I think I completely agree with you. I think Atlantis does deserve the live action treatment, because it's kind of a lost movie. They put it out. It didn't really get a lot of love when it came out. They did get Burger King toys. I remember those.
I had a few.
I feel like it needs like this reboot and them to redo it in a sense. There's already concepts of Tom Holland playing the lead, which if you put them side by side, they actually look very similar.
Milo Thatch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing Milo, which
I could see that.
I'm in it, especially after he does Uncharted. I feel like that'd be pretty similar.
Little young Nathan Drake, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So check it out. I'm popping this up here in a second. Here is our top so far. I honestly think we're gonna have to kind of go back and refine this, because I know what's gonna happen at the end here. We're gonna be out one of the movies that should be in here. So Emperor's New Groove, Atlantis, Big Hero 6, Tarzan, Mulan, Wreck-It Ralph, and Lilo and Stitch.
I'll say this right now too. If we have to get rid of Lilo and Stitch, I don't know about you, David, or Vince. I'm cool with it kind of being, if we have to shift everything.
Yeah.
One, Emperor's New Groove is still where I believe it should be, which would be top 5. I don't want it. Really, just beating Atlantis is just like nothing really. I just wanted to be top 5. But Lilo and Stitch, it's just a top movie emotionally for me, so it could be shifted. So let's do this. I'm excited.
Yeah, we'll get there when we get there, I guess. We got 3 more spots, and this is gonna be tough. So definitely, we're talking Atlantis. Or I'm sorry, we're talking Lion King, Aladdin, Hercules, and is that it?
Oh,
yeah, it's actually not that. I was kind of
Lion
sitting here
King,
confused, because
Hercules.
I was like, it's not that hard. We really only have 3.
Do we only have 3 movies left?
Yeah.
Lion King, Hercules,
Aladdin,
and Aladdin.
Hercules. Okay. Yeah, I see. What about Treasure Planet? Are we not putting Treasure Planet up here?
Honorable mention, man.
Yeah.
I would say honorable mention. Or if you want to replace Lilo and Stitch, completely cool with doing that.
If I was a viewer, this would upset me, because take a look at this. You guys both have Treasure Planet in your top 4, and I said it would be my number 5. We'd slide Robin Hood out of there. So it's in all of our top 5, but we're not going to put it in the overall top 5.
Well, then we can just take Lilo and Stitch off, and then drop Wreck-It Ralph, or drop the entire list, and then put.
You guys feeling Wreck-It Ralph over Lilo and Stitch? You guys are still cool about that? I personally have regrets, but
why would you have regrets?
I honestly think Lilo and Stitch is better than Wreck-It Ralph.
Are you serious, bro? If you did not almost cry during the part, like, all right, I got sad, like I'm a kid. I'm like, I'm upset when he's like, "This is my family." I did get upset, but dude, as a grown ass man, oh, how old was I? I had to be pretty grown. As a grown ass man, watching Wreck-It Ralph, watching him like do the punch going down and then holding the one star that she gave, was just like,
Yeah.
I'm a bad guy, but that does not make me a bad guy. I'm like tearing up. I'm like, is he about to die?
Okay. Fair enough. DJ,
Well, no, in fact, I was on
Yeah, I agree.
you agree? Okay, fair enough. I'm outvoted. So we're gonna go ahead and slide Lilo out. Gonna hit the delete button here, and then everything else kind of follows. So I guess we got Wreck-It Ralph, Mulan, Tarzan, Big Hero 6 at number 7 now. Way to mess that up, boys. And then Atlantis at number 6, which I feel comfortable at that one. And then Emperor's New Groove at number 5. So is Treasure Planet next?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I think Treasure Planet's next.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's such a hidden gem. That's the other thing too. Like,
Dude,
once
it really is, and I'm so surprised. Guys, don't be like me. If you haven't watched Treasure Planet, if you're an adult, you haven't watched Treasure Planet, go watch it, because it's one of those movies that I'm just like, how the heck did this slip by me my whole life? It's just visually such a cool movie. 3 more movies left: Lion King, Atlantis, or Aladdin, Lion King, Aladdin, and Hercules.
I got my vote for 3.
What is it?
Hercules.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll say that right now.
Oh yeah.
But
Damn.
I'm only saying it because out of the musical numbers, because that was during the era of the 90s where Disney did a lot of musical numbers, which were so catchy and iconic.
The Renaissance.
That renaissance of it. But Hercules was one of those that I don't remember word for word.
Oh, I
like their songs. But well, let me. The reason why is that Lion King and Aladdin, I know those songs word for word. Like, I know them for sure word for word. So Hercules is just that, because I'm just like, that's a story where I'm just like, I can't really. I know 2 verses to a song, and I like the music. What about you? What's your point?
For me, it's Aladdin. I think Hercules has more reach when it comes to its age range. As an adult watching Hercules and also watching it as a kid, I enjoy them both a lot. When I remember watching it with my parents, they seem to love it as well. So I feel like it has a wider audience reach than Aladdin. Aladdin is definitely iconic, which is why it deserves a spot in our top 5 and anyone's top 5 and anyone's top 3 for that matter. Mm-hmm. But for me, man, I feel like Hercules has the edge. So I'm gonna go with Hercules.
Robin Williams.
Fuck, man.
Robin Williams.
You'll always be a prince to me, Al.
Okay. You guys both agree with Aladdin then?
Yeah,
and Hercules as number 3.
And I'm a big Danny DeVito fan, so like I'm saying this like as a huge Danny DeVito fan. Like I am saying 3 is a good.
You do have that poster of him in your room, so
I started blasting.
It's right there. Yeah. It's like a little bit past the Guardians poster here.
Cool. All right, guys, 2 movies left. Let's beef it out here.
Mm-hmm.
Lion King and Aladdin. This is like last week. This seems easy. It shouldn't be.
It's super easy. Yeah. All right.
Aladdin number 2, Lion King number 1. Come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Lion King is
the technique. Come on.
Is the Toy Story of Disney animation for me. I mean, it's like one of the first ones. It is.
And I just can't wait to be king.
And the remake does not exist.
Yeah, and if we're talking live action, I mean, both Lion King and Aladdin got live action renditions. So
No, The Lion King did not get a live action rendition.
Yeah,
The
love
Lion King
live
got a new skin with a new. I think the original one did way better than the remake. I'll be honest. You disagree, David?
No, I completely agree. My face of disgust was at Vince for thinking that Seth Rogen.
Seth
any
Rogen
part
did
of
a
Seth
great
Rogen
job
in
doing
that
Pumbaa.
fucking movie. Get
Aw,
the fuck
man,
out of
don't be
here.
a hater.
Anyways,
Don't be a hater.
Who's the guy that played not Timon? Timon, yeah. Who's the guy that played Timon?
Billy Eichner.
It was Billy Eichner, Billy on the street.
He's like, what are you doing, Simba?
Did you see the someone had like TikToks about that where it's just like for $2, just like, but they edited out like the the audio for the friggin' meerkat. I was laughing my ass off. That's the only thing I enjoyed. But Lion King was like, I feel like number 2. Why is because Robin Williams deserves his due. Like honestly, if a Lion King wasn't here on this list, it would be a superb honorable mention. Like, hey, this should have been number 1, and then Aladdin would have been number 1 because there's so much about like that movie that Robin Williams. There's so much lore about it that's amazing, and he really stole the show with that character. That it would be a shame not to have him at number 2, but number 1, dude, every musical number.
Oh yeah. Yes.
I mean, Lion King is a Broadway play at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Broadway. They did not 1, but 2 and 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
So got two sequels, 3 sequels. I don't even know.
3 TV shows.
While Aladdin is just a standalone. Aladdin is still awesome though. Such a good cast.
Straight to DVDs.
James Earl Jones in Lion King as Mufasa.
Yeah, fuck.
Matthew
And then
Broderick.
Matthew Broderick,
older Simba.
Mhm.
and then let's not forget Scar.
Oh, Jimmy Irons,
Dude, when I found out he was like the new Alfred, I'm like, Jesus Christ, this guy has that voice. Holy shit!
The I quiver with fear part.
Oh yeah, no, long live the king. I'm just like, dude,
I was like,
Jeremy Irons, you're wonderful. This is a solid list. Like I look at this list,
I
like it. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are going to look at this, and if they don't know Treasure Planet, they're going to be like, "What the heck is that?"
List.
So hopefully that triggers
quality.
It's quality. I can see Atlantis being up for debate because I can see it being a very hit or miss type of movie. You either love it, think it's a sleeper, or it just wasn't there for you.
Yeah.
Those last couple are going to be up for debate too. There's going to be people that are upset that we kicked Lilo. Some people agree that we kept Wreck-It Ralph. But I'm happy with this one. This looks good to me.
It's a wonderful list.
Wonderful list.
So I did say I got Brendan's list for Pixar. Y'all want to hear it?
I do. Yeah, let's do Brendan's list for Pixar.
I don't want to get into like a 20-minute discussion about it.
No. We're about
to hear it, but
we're definitely gonna. I definitely. It's an age thing. I will say that right off the bat.
For sure.
All right, we're gonna judge. Brendan, shout out. We're gonna judge your list. You sent me 20. I'm just gonna do the top 10.
Yeah.
So number 10. Can't wait to hear the discussion on this one. Toy Story.
The first one?
For number 10. Yes,
this
the
boy's
first
crazy.
one. All right. Fucking David does not. I'll point him out if you ever come to the store. I'm like, yo, it's that dude right there. Incredibles 2 is number 9.
Incredibles 2?
Dude, it's because he didn't wait 25 years. He did not wait 25 years. I'm gonna fucking talk to him about that one. I know, dude. It's funny. It's funny to me. So number 8 is Ratatouille, which is funny because it kind of falls on our list, like right around there.
I agree with that one. Yeah.
Respect. Number 7 is Monsters Inc.
Okay.
Which is what I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6, Toy Story 3, which I don't agree with. What do you guys?
I will agree with that. I personally would have liked to put Toy Story 3 lower on our list, but both you guys love that movie, so it being a Words with Nerds ranking, I had to
No, I would have put it
Mouth
lower.
shut and let it be.
I would have put it lower.
Ooh.
What number are we at?
We're number 6.
Number 6. Okay.
This is an age thing for sure, dude. This is like, I look at him like, you're 17, bro. I got you.
Frozen?
Monster University.
I have never seen that movie.
It's a movie.
I don't think it's a number 6 movie.
I don't think it's a number 6 movie. I got to talk to him about that one. But
Talk to him about this whole fucking list. I'm not trying to shit on. I'm not, Brendan. If you're watching, I'm not trying to shit on you or anything, dude. But like, we have very opposing views, and I think it's just a generation gap.
It's the generation gap for sure. But I will agree with. I will defend his top. A few of the top 5. Number 5, I don't think it deserves that spot, but it's because it's so highly ranked on my fucking list. Number 5 is WALL-E.
No, it should have been higher up.
That should have been way higher up.
I think it should be higher up, yeah. But so that makes
3,
me curious because obviously WALL-E was our number 1, and he's at his number 5. So I'm curious to see what his number 1 is going to be.
You guys aren't gonna like it. I'm cool with it. I actually
we're already in the middle of the fucking swamp here. So let's just keep.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
It's not a swamp. It's his choice, which I appreciate. He sent it to me, but also I'm gonna judge the shit out of him. I'm gonna see him soon.
Yeah.
Number 4 is Inside Out.
Nah, dude, wasn't there for me. Not at all.
No, I understand it though because he did explain it to me. It's
different generation.
Yeah,
right?
He went through puberty. He legit
different
was like,
experiences.
Yeah,
so that hits differently for him.
Yeah.
I can't argue that one.
I will say this one. I know a lot of people would agree with him. We just we didn't put it on that high, but I will agree with him. Up
is definitely really good. A really good movie. Definitely deserves to be top 10, maybe top 5.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I forget where it falls. I think it was like number 6 for us. Yeah, Up is a great movie.
It's a respectable pick. So the only one I'm kind of, I'll tell you in a second. The only one I'm kind of not about is Inside Out, but respectable picks. Number 2 is Incredibles.
Ooh,
it's hard to argue that. It's very hard to argue it.
What's
it is, especially if I was. So he's what, 18?
Gonna be 18.
So if I was 10 years younger when Incredibles came out, Incredibles would be definitely top 3 for me because I mean,
yeah, no doubt.
I love comics and superheroes, and I mean, Incredibles. Did it even make our top 10? I think it did, right? It was like number 10, something like that.
It was roughly around there, yeah.
It was in there.
Which is why he respected the list. And can I get a drum roll? Because he gave you the list. Let's get a drum roll if we can. All right, and number 1, because he talks about it all the freaking time, and I agree, it's an amazing movie. Toy Story 2.
So
it's like,
surprisingly, I'm gonna say, I think Toy Story 2, we definitely missed the bar on that one. I think.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
I think number 2 is right under number 1. They're in the sequence they come out. That's how good they are for me. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I wish number 2 was on our list. To be honest, I wish we gave it the respect it deserves because that's the story I remember most out of all of them.
To show massive respect to him, though, because you two are gonna love this, because it didn't even make it on my list. Really, honestly, Cars is in his top 20. Cars and then Bugs Life and Cars 2. They're all in his top 20.
I respect him.
Sure.
On the top 10 list, I'm guessing, honestly, it's just because it's a not generation. It's just, we don't relate to it the way that he does. But his top 5 minus 1, I could agree. I would switch it around. But shout out, dude, you did a good list. I love it. Monster University was too high on that one.
Well, Brendan, if you're watching, man, I appreciate you sharing. I appreciate you watching.
For sure.
I appreciate all you guys watching. I hope you guys like this list. Here we go. We'll flash them up one more time. Lion King, Aladdin, Hercules, Treasure Planet, Emperor's New Groove, Atlantis, Big Hero 6, Tarzan, Mulan, and Wreck-It Ralph. So, again, let us know what your picks are, because you could be the next Brendan. We want to bring up your list and either roast you or agree with you, kind of compare. But no, realistically, guys, we love when either in the comments, at work, if you know us personally, whatever, share your opinions with us, because this is what it's all about. A podcast is supposed to be a community conversation. So I'm glad we can start this conversation and have fun with it. So this was fun, dude. I'm looking forward to the next time we do another ranking. I don't know when it'll be, but we'll be here with another one, I'm sure, sooner or later.
Yeah. No.
David?
I think my next one is I think my next one is definitely going to be something along those lines, but I'll keep it a secret until it's my turn.
I have an idea of one we can do, and it would literally break the internet as far as like our under 100 viewers.
What?
Our 100 viewers would be raging.
Our 81 subscribers.
85, fool. Respect the other 4. Respect them.
Yeah, respect them. All right, it's time to close this one out, guys. Thank you so much for letting us ramble for 1 hour, 1 minute, and 19 seconds. But we are closing it out because we're old people and we need sleep. So, if you aren't already subscribed, hit that button below, hit that little bell so that you can get all those notifications when we put up our new episodes, which is every Wednesday. It is the Triple S crew here signing off. It is me, Sundance Kid himself.
That's me, Slick Vic.
And it's me, Space Case. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week with a brand new episode.